Hi, ninth grade artists. I'm going to review the assignments for this week. You can see there's already one upcoming that is due tomorrow on Wednesday, and I've assigned another one for later this week. It should be fairly short though, since I know the one from earlier this week was a little long. And then next week we're going to get into posting the actual art that you create at home. So I'm going to hide my face to review those things. All right. The first assignment from this week is this document. It's titled 5.4 to 5.6, Printmaking with Color and Geometry. And there's a couple of steps. So again, this isn't due until tomorrow, Wednesday, May 6th. You're going to watch this video on color theory. And as you watch, you are going to answer this series of questions. So I want you to write out what's color, what is hue, saturation, etc., blah, blah, blah. You don't have to write in full sentences because it's a lot of questions, but try to put things into your own words. And I recommend that you do this. Look for one question at a time as you're watching. So the first question is, what is color theory? So when I go back to the video, I'm looking at the definition. While I have this here, I can also hit the closed captions button so I know what the person is saying and I can more easily look for the answers. So let's see, nothing yet. Oh, look, there's hue. Hue is essentially what color the color is. So I'm reading what the person says. Okay, so it seems like hue is just what color the color itself is. So now I have an answer. I would type that in here, and I would move on. So I would do that for the rest of the the rest of the video. There are two questions that you might need some help with. The one here, for analogous colors, what visual effect do they create? You might have to look that up because this guy isn't as clear as he could be. Same thing for complementary colors, what visual effect they create. You might have to look that one up on your own as well. Actually, you know what? If you watch this video, I'm going to give you the answer. Analogous colors harmonize together. They blend easily together and they go well together. Versus complementary colors, which because they're opposites, they contrast, so they make each other pop out, they make each other stand out, they draw attention, but they do not blend at all. They create difference. They contrast. Okay. And then these ones for the second part, these are ones to research and answer on your own, because I want you to use a little bit of geometry in the work that you create for this at-home printmaking. So you're going to look up what are geometric translations, what's rotating, what's reflection, blah, 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 what is balance. Make sure you're looking up in art, because if you look up just balance definition, you're not going to get the right answer. Same thing, what is a line of symmetry? What are the three types of balance in visual art? What is radial balance in art? Quick answers for those are fine, doesn't have to be full. And then for number 3, I want you to watch these 2 videos very quickly. And based on what materials you might have at home, think about what steps might you take to make a radial design. This doesn't have to be a super long response. But think about a series of steps, let's say maybe at least 4 steps that you would take to create your finished work. If you don't have ink at home, it's fine. I have a video here of how you can make your own watercolor paints at home using things that are found in your house, foods. There is a link here for how to use shaving cream and food coloring. There's another one with how to use fruits and vegetables. You can also look up on how to do this with potatoes, although most of the potato ones unfortunately use paint. You could use markers as the ink. You could use nail polish as the ink, food coloring or food dye, fruits that leave stains, really anything that leaves a mark on something you can use for printmaking. And then like it says here, next week, you're going to be creating one of your own prints using things at home. I had this image in here. I meant to ask you questions about it, and then I forgot. So here's just a nice artist example. All right, this video is going to end soon. So the next thing that you'll see this week is just a quick question looking at the image examples here. I want you to tell me what things are you going to be able to use at home. Do you have markers? Are you using nail polish? What are you using? All right, email me. Thanks.